Monetizing the channel has always been something that I've been a bit iffy about because it feels like a very disingenuous way of doing things. As I said, this is something that I want to do full time, so I obviously have to do it at some point. And so the most obvious way to do it would be through Patreon and Ko-fi, or however you pronounce that. But when I sat down to make these things, I obviously had to make a PayPal. And turns out the rules here are a bit different. And you can't accept international payments from people that are not in the country, so you can't accept international payments. And I looked into it, and turns out this is just a guideline by the bank that you can't accept payments unless you are an established business, which basically means doing commissions or accepting, donations and stuff is just completely out of the picture, which basically also means that the most common way of people funding their own channels and stuff on YouTube, for these niches especially, is gone. Because as you can imagine, the videos that I make are not ever going to gain that much traction because they're really for a specific niche of people. I don't appeal to the general audience of, having those really high-paced, fast-paced, high retention style editing or whatever. I don't like that, and I'm not going to do that. But that does mean I am in a tricky spot right now, so I don't know how to get through this at all. I think the best option would be to wait till I reach the point where I can earn through YouTube through the the ads and the super chats and the channel memberships and stuff, but that is still a bit down the line, and I'm not sure how much exactly that'll get me. So yeah, at this point in time, I'm extremely worried about where things are going. But I also don't want to give up on this, because the alternative is going back to the tech job stuff, and I do not want to go back to the tech job stuff. There's a reason why I didn't want to do that. I hate the industry. It's completely evil. I don't like the direction, and I just know it won't make me happy. And this is something I've been doing since I was like 13, and I want to ideally be able to do this as my main thing. But for my bad luck, for the country I live in, it's going to be extremely difficult. If any of you know how I can get about this, let me know. That'd be really good. But this is just me venting, because it was extremely disheartening and frustrating to find out that was a thing, because now I'm in a spot where I can't do anything about that. Getting a traditional job has a lot of issues, especially with the fact that I'm non-binary, which is something I can only really think about if I don't go in that, because especially where I live, it's not a possibility to be able to express that with getting a proper job and not getting fired. And there's just so many factors that I don't, for which reason I would rather just do this, least of which is the fact that I love doing this. And I've been trying my best to put as much effort into it as I can to justify making this a full-time thing, to justify people actually supporting me for it. But yeah, now I'm worried, and I'm not sure where things are going. And I wish I was going to end this on a positive note, but I have nothing positive to say. Everything's kind of grim, so yay. Rest assured, I do plan on still focusing on it, because I don't think all hope is lost, because even if I can start earning even a little bit from the ad revenue, that would be enough to justify doing this, and then I can start streaming more, and hopefully by then they also remake The Lost to be better, and I can somehow get a Patreon up. But till then, just wish me luck, guys. Bye bye.